It's Monday, August 24, 2026. 10 phone thrills. Let's go. Let's kick things off with some electrifying action at the Netherlands Grand Prix. It was Zandvoort mayhem, where Mercedes snagged not one but two podium places, with Kimi Antonelli cruising into second and George Russell claiming third. Toto Wolff, the mastermind behind the smooth operators, says the team performed well despite their fastest laps getting a bit sluggish, especially for Antonelli. They had to fend off the flaming Ferraris instead of going full throttle for the win. Talk about playing defense in the Dutch dunes. It was all about saving the day for Mercedes, with both drivers locking in solid points. So, even though it felt like a level grind, it wasn't game over just yet. Wolff made it clear from their pit wall, it's about the Constructors' Championship, not just the high scoreboard for Russell and Antonelli. George lets play by the rules. Russell even asked for backup to keep the bouncy Lando Norris off his back. Move over, Russell. Soldier Antonelli stepping in. If only racing had a co-op mode, right? The strategy here felt more like a tactical RPG. In this round of motorsport strategy, here's to some powerful defense play. GG, Team Mercedes. Now let's talk about one intense Grand Prix that just wrapped up at Zandvoort. Ferrari was gunning for glory but ended up with Lewis Hamilton finishing a respectable fourth and Charles Leclerc in fifth. Smooth driving there, Lewis, but it looks like Ferrari left a speed mushroom back in the pits. Team boss Frederic Vasseur mentioned they had the speed for a higher place finish, only to drop a few laps further due to strategy hiccups and an awkward standoff between the drivers on the wheel-to-wheel battlefield. Maybe it's time for a pit crew makeover. Vasseur even spilled the beans on radio antics. Tensions boiled up faster than you could say, blue shell? Our buddy Charles got stuck in a pit stop snafu, costing them treasured seconds. And poor Lewis faced obstacles that had him wishing for a green star power-up. Not to mention that racing rubber didn't help out during qualifying. Talk about slippery slopes. But hey, nothing like the Scuderia to shake it off and promise a turbocharged rebound next time around. Watch out, Monza, here they come. Hang in there, prancing horse fans, the road is bound to get faster and even more furious. Next up, we've got a thrilling update from the high-speed world of phone. On August 24th, Lando Norris dashed his way to an electrifying victory at the Dutch Grand Prix. Imagine this iconic McLaren phone car zooming past the finish line. But wait, Norris didn't start off in the lead. No sir, Kimi Antonelli in his Mercedes phone swooped past him at the second start. But here's where things get spicy. Lando pulled off his ultimate trick from his bag of driving wizardry in the later half of the race. With hard tires no less, those tenders didn't stand a chance against him. He tamed the course better than a speed run on a slippery Mario Kart track. What a legend. This win marks his second win in a row and adds to his list of career milestones, making it number 13. And boy, did he earn it with some jaw-dropping overtakes on Lewis Hamilton and Antonelli, dodging through traffic like Pac-Man ghost evasion. Not to mention, he had everyone gasping with his top-notch driving and wild strategy. Even with all the car troubles he claimed, he still crushed it like a tough final boss. Little did we know, Norris had been honing his skills over the summer, on yachts. I mean, who knew chilling out could power up a real-life level-up like this? This track's a monster mash of sharp turns and narrow lanes. Yet Norris wove through it like a mega-skilled player, finding every shortcut. So, he's challenging the top dogs with a swift, high-speed showdown. And the fans? They're loving it. Whether it was checking out the big screen or feeling the high-voltage roar of the crowd, it's safe to say this was one for the books. Lando Norris and Zandvoort, what a combo. Now let's talk about some thrilling news from the phone Grand Prix world. On August 24th, Kimi Antonelli found himself behind none other than Lando Norris after a fierce race at Zandvoort. Our man Antonelli, driving a Mercedes, took the lead after the second start in the Netherlands Grand Prix, but couldn't hold on. As he powered through, the gap tightened in the championship, with Lewis Hamilton and George Russell hot on his heels. The real kicker? George Russell, Antonelli's own teammate, a bit like Luigi waiting for Mario, let him pass in the closing laps as his tires were more worn. Kudos to Team Mercedes for the teamwork, right? Antonelli, striving for grip as if it were a legendary item in a dungeon, mentioned post-race that the car felt devoid of rhythm with aero levels dropping faster than Tetris blocks. But he did master the start game, leaving Norris behind post-red flag. With Monza next and confirmed engine penalties, Antonelli's heading into the literal home turf like an RPG hero preparing for a homecoming showdown. Toto Wolff assures us the penalty won't dull their Monza magic as they aim for points. Can Antonelli beat the odds and the Lando Norris challenge at Monza? Stay tuned. Now let's talk about the intense drama unfolding in the high-speed world of Formula One. Strap in, because it looks like Mercedes is feeling the heat in 2026. After 6 glorious wins at the beginning of the season, Mercedes seems to have hit a speed bump. With only 2 more victories in the following 6 races, the competition is hot on their heels. Ferrari and McLaren have been stepping up their game big time, each snagging 2 wins as the season has progressed. It's like seeing a boss battle where the underdogs start to level up. And speaking of leveling up, Lando Norris is on fire after smoking the track in Zandvoort and taking his 2nd consecutive win. Toto Wolff, the ultimate strategist and team principal, admits Mercedes is stuck in the garage with the budget block. They burned through funds like it was a cheat code early in the year and are now struggling to match the upgrade pace of their competitors. While the budget cap of $215 million keeps everyone on their toes, Ferrari and McLaren have introduced more new parts than a game expansion pack, 40 and 38 respectively, compared to Mercedes' 24. Mercedes fans don't lose hope just yet. Wolff has hinted that a major upgrade could drop at the Grand Prix of Bahrain. It's like waiting for that must-have DLC that promises to change the game. Meanwhile, Kimi Antonelli is holding strong, finishing 2nd in Zandvoort, keeping a nice buffer in the championship standings with 59 points over George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. But heads up, a grid penalty looms for Antonelli in Italy as Mercedes plans a strategic new engine swap. Sounds like they're rolling the dice, risking it all for a power play at Monza. Will this gamble pay off? Stay tuned to see if Mercedes can turbocharge back to the top. Moving on to the thrilling world of speed, the Dutch Grand Prix left its mark and sparked a spicy controversy between racing titans. The spotlight was on the Ferrari camp at Zandvoort on August 24, 2026. Apparently, Lewis Hamilton was left fuming after losing precious time behind Charles Leclerc. He reckoned that it cost him a spot on the podium. Ouch, talk about hitting the brakes on that dream. But, plot twist. Our Monaco star Charles had a different tale to spin, saying Ferrari told him to stay on the track and not yield to Hamilton. Leclerc was locked in a strategic joust with George Russell, trying his best to master the undercut and overcut. Sounds like a chess game at 200 miles per hour, and who could blame him for not budging? It ended with Hamilton in 4th place, just missing out on the podium by a whisker while Leclerc rolled in at 5th. Ferrari's radio messages were as tangled as a pair of old-school wired controllers. Ever feel like your co-op buddy's communication skills need a major patch? Well, it looks like Ferrari and Leclerc just faced a real-life version of that. But hey, Leclerc is taking it all in stride, sporting his best Dragonborn shout of "Fus Roda" against any ensuing drama. He knows sometimes it's all about the team play. Meanwhile, Hamilton's feeling like missing out on that power-up to hit first. Oh, the world of phone, where every lap feels like a spin in Mario Kart blue shells and all. Next up, let's dive into a wild ride over at Red Bull Racing that feels like trying to steal a Banshee in GTA. It's been a whirlwind with Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda stepping in like they've equipped a power-up mushroom, racing in the RB22, substituting for the French speedster Isaac Hadjar, who's been sidelined thanks to a fractured wrist. But don't hit the panic button just yet. Laurent Mekies, director at Red Bull, said in a thumbs-up from the boss's kind of way that Hadjar's spot for the 2027 season is as secure as Mario's Princess Peach invitations. Despite Lawson racing from 0 to 7th in Zandvoort like he just equipped a star in Mario Kart, Mekies assures everyone that Hadjar's got the skills of a Hearthstone player in a noob competition and remains a part of their epic plans. Mekies likens Hadjar to a Pokemon, the one that evolves quickly and surprises you because Hadjar has been proving he's the ultimate XP sponge next to Max Verstappen, soaking up knowledge like a super mushroom. Now, as we wait for Hadjar's big return in Monza, We can only speculate if he'll be dropping banana peels or go full-on Super Saiyan when he gets back in that driver's seat. Stay tuned, race fans. Now let's talk about a little strategic misfire on the digital speedways of Zandvoort. Ferrari, the legendary racing team, faced a bumpy ride during the event on August 24th. Lewis Hamilton sprinted to a fourth place while Charles Leclerc secured a fifth position. But hold on to your controllers, because the real race drama started with some strategic overthinking. Hamilton had an edge, like having triple the ram in a boss fight, yet found himself stuck behind his own teammate, Leclerc. The Scuderia's decision to delay Leclerc's pit stop by just one lap ended up with Hamilton losing precious seconds that could have seen him bumping fists with George Russell on the podium instead of trailing by just about a second. Imagine a co-op mission where your partner chooses the wrong weapon loadout. Oops, right? Even their insights guru, Fred Vasseur, admitted that the pit strategy got a bit scrambled, like trying to load a massive game patch on a dial-up connection. During the race, they flirted with the idea of medium tires for Hamilton. But when he asked if that speed boost was real, the answer echoed like an unfinished side quest with missing NPC dialogues. With Hamilton and Leclerc's mismatched pit stops, Ferrari's chance at a podium vanished quicker than loot in a multiplayer match. While the races in the game are done, Ferrari's strategic debrief will be the DLC we all want to see. This high-speed saga is far from its final lap. Moving on to the latest in the racing circuit, McLaren phone driver Lando Norris has sent some shockwaves through the Grand Prix world. After clinching his second consecutive victory at Zandvoort this Sunday, Lando's throwing down the gauntlet to Mercedes' phone. He's got his sights set about 83 points behind Kimi Antonelli. But hey, Lando's got some serious speed booster vibes going on. Can he pull off an epic comeback like Max Verstappen last year? Now, before we start daydreaming about trophies and champagne showers, Lando's got his eyes on the next race in Monza in just 15 days. Fun fact, Monza's got turns 7 and 8 that scream speeds, something Norris used to blaze past his competitors. Mercedes might have a slight edge in the low-speed sections, but Lando's grip on the high-speed corners is just bananas. He's convinced if McLaren can iron out those lower-speed kinks, he'll be stacking wins like loot boxes. The orange machines received upgrades that look razor-sharp, but it remains to be seen if it can outperform other top-tier teams. Lando, usually humble, admits he's doing some next-level driving, and with that much confidence, who'd doubt his claim to be behind the wheel of the potentially best car on the grid. The standings might still show a gap, but that's just how leaderboard asymmetry keeps things spicy and fun. Stay tuned, because this season's like a limited-time event you don't want to miss. Moving on to a dramatic weekend in Zandvoort where Red Bull faced some turbocharged challenges. We've all had our hearts in our racing gloves as Max Verstappen took a hard hit on turn 1 of the Dutch Grand Prix. Thankfully, he came out unscathed, but Red Bull wouldn't describe their performance as fast and furious. Scoring just 9 points in the sprint, the RB22 struggled to keep pace on the asphalt catwalk. Liam Lawson stepped in for Isaac Hadjar, and though he was new to the beastly RB22, he managed to race to a 7th-place finish. Cue the confetti and celebration pizzas for Lawson as he wrangled that car like it was Rainbow Road. Meanwhile, Red Bull's team boss Laurent Mekies admits there's more than just tire changes to focus on before Monza. Now, is it just me, or does this sound like the legendary quest from one of those classic gaming sagas? Next mission? Figure out if rivals have speed boosted past them or if they just hit too many banana peels. Keep grinding, Team Red Bull. Let's see if they can power up before the next level. That's a wrap, Phone Fam. Thanks for joining the Race Rewind. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow for more action. Don't forget to hit subscribe for live paddock shorts.